Hey, what's up? Ray Gorman, physical therapist from Engage Movement. We're going to be out here at the CrossFit Powerstroke competition, getting you guys ready, taking care of you for the whole day. Just wanted to give you guys some tips and mobility drills, keep you fresh for the tournament. For workout one, we've got front rack lunges and some toes to bar. First thing we're going to work on is getting into that rack position. So we're going to get into some wrist extension. Basically, you're just going to take your hand, pop it through, go into an extended position. From here, you're going to mobilize back and forth, getting a nice easy wrist stretch. Spend about 30 seconds here. You can try this way too if you have some issues. The first way is probably going to give you a little bit more mobility. For the second portion, we're going to go into a banded front rack position. What I commonly see here is people stay out in this position. I want you guys to try to get your palm up towards the ceiling as easy as you can, and I want that elbow pointed straight forward. From there, we're gonna floss up and down. Okay, this is gonna get you a nice solid front rack position, keep you fresh for the day. Next piece here is a little bit of toes to bar advice, not so much mobility. What we see a lot of times in a toes to bar is as the athlete goes onto the bar, they keep their arms hanging and they try to bring their feet up. And we're not gonna get anywhere doing that. What I want to see you guys doing is make sure you're getting that hip swing, kicking up, squeezing your lats down, and to continue the kick, you're going to kick your feet straight towards the ground, okay? Kicking the feet straight towards the ground is going to give us that allowance to get back into that hollow rock position, that Superman position, excuse me, and go into the next rep, okay? Next piece of mobility for the toes to bar, get those lats nice and open. We're gonna go with a classic here, banded lat distraction. One common thing that we see is people holding onto the band like this. I want you guys to make sure you wrap your wrist through and around so that that band is actually supported. Up in the external rotation, as you come back, it's important to get that same back leg going across to get the lat nice and open in that relationship through the thoracolumbar fascia in the back here, okay? As I come back, my hand doesn't have to do anything. I want to feel a nice big stretch, possibly through the tricep, all the way into the lat and even down to the obliques and into the low back, okay? Band is doing all the work. I am not pulling back into the band. I'm allowing the band to pull on me. You're gonna hang out here for about a minute on each side. You can do this one pre or post. What I want you guys to make sure is that at the end of every workout, you're getting a solid cool down that goes between 2 and 5 minutes. Bike, row, run, walk, something that kind of gets you relaxing and gets your heart rate down in a controlled manner. The other thing I want you to hit mobility-wise for the first workout is a lacrosse ball or a foam roll on your glutes, okay? Your legs are gonna tighten up, those glutes are gonna be firing to stabilize in the lunges. That's gonna get you nice and loose, keep you fresh for the day. Workout 3, we've got deadlifts, handstand push-ups, wall balls. First thing we're gonna get into is mobilizing the hamstrings a little bit, getting the posterior chain going. We're gonna go on a band here. We're gonna get that band up nice and high on the hip. We're gonna keep that leg in front. From here, I'm gonna lean forward as though I'm touching my toes and floss back and forth. We're getting the hammy going with a little posterior glide. This last piece is going to be for that high volume of wall balls in the third workout. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mobilize the knee a little bit, getting into the band. Band is going to be just below the knee, should be on the tibia, okay? That lower portion of the knee, it should not be up here. Again, we want that right at the top of the calf. From here, I'm gonna go into my squat stance with a little bit of tension, and I'm just gonna do a nice, slow, controlled air squat, down to depth, back up. At the top, I wanna squeeze, get a little bit of glute activation, a little bit of quad activation, back down. So we're not only mobilizing the knee, we're priming the glutes for a high rep movement, okay? Gonna do about 15 air squats on each side. Last piece is that cool down for workout number 3. We're gonna get into a hamstring stretch that we're gonna hold for some time. So what we're gonna do after your 2 to 5 minute cool down, just like we did after workout 1 and 2, hang out in a hammy stretch. We're gonna accumulate 2 minutes on each side, okay? So that means 4 times 30 seconds, minute and a minute and switch, but I want you guys to get 2 minutes on each side. Let all that tissue kind of relax, decrease the stimulus to the back of the hammy. And then for our last piece, I want you guys to foam roll your thoracic region, okay? Just run of the mill, get on there, get some rotation, get some extension, take care of the rest of that posterior chain. All right guys, good luck. Hope to see you all tomorrow, and we'll see who the winner is.